and succeed.
It's too easy to photograph everything, and selectivity is something that one has to learn or to apply, because otherwise everything is interesting or nothing is interesting. It took me some time until I realized that this is really a passion and you have to be committed. And I was fascinated by the opportunities that the camera gives me to approach people, to explore the world. This is like an adaptation of a very famous saying by Robert Capa, who was a great war photographer, who used to claim that if, and I quote him, if your pictures are not good enough, you were not close enough. Now, this is quite true, and that was in the days that you didn't photograph with long lenses. You really got close to a situation. But what I claim is that if you are too close to a situation, you lose perspective. In English, they say if your nose is too close to the grindstone, then you cannot see the whole picture. And I'm trying to see the context and to see the picture, to get on a high place where I can see the whole situation. My camera was smashed and I was attacked and I was injured, but that's part of a professional risk. Probably the challenge to come back alive from some of the situations I've lived through or being part of. It's just luckily that I'm still around. Sometimes I think of it, that it could have been otherwise. I can definitely say that one of the most dramatic pictures and the more dramatic moments of my life was during the Yom Kippur War at the Suez Canal, when I was sitting there and talking to Egyptian prisoners of war, and hell broke out and there was a big artillery barrage that really fell upon us, and many of the people were wounded and killed. And the only thing that I could do was to lift the camera as if to protect my face. And I couldn't compose the picture, but it became a photograph which really is probably one of the most dramatic moments of my life. I always try to get the most interesting frame, whether it is a person, a conflict, a landscape. There must be something that attracts people to look at it. I consider the journal or the magazine like a gallery where you can show your work. You don't photograph for the drawer or for the family album. You photograph for the world to see. Photography, and that's what photography is trying to do, is to touch the eternity in a way. It's a big word, but maybe that's what photography is about, to eternalize things, to conserve them, to preserve them, maybe for a second coming.